I want to make a video really quickly that's not going to be real popular with some people, which I guess means it's not going to be any different than most of my videos. But this video is going to be unpopular for a very different reason, because what I'm going to tell people for the first time ever is don't shoot. Don't go shooting. Take a month where you don't fire your guns. Let's call a month-long ceasefire. And it's not because of anything to do with actually shooting. It's to have to do with this artificial ammo crisis that we're facing right now. For a little while now, we've been facing this ammo crisis. It's a self-imposed crisis. It's one of these things that we've created ourselves through fear and speculation, and then profiteers have jumped on, and they're making a lot of money off of it now, and they have a vested interest in keeping it going, so they're maintaining the crisis. I've spoken to a couple different manufacturers. I've spoken to different distributors, and they're like, we have just as much ammo going out the doors as we ever had before. There's just as much ammo leaving the manufacturers and going to the distributors and going to the retailers as there was this time last year. The only difference is right now the big suppliers, the big chains are buying up all the ammo because they already have standing orders from customers saying, we'll buy it by the pallet. So instead of it trickling down to the other smaller dealers and stuff, it's all going to the speculators. It's all going to the profiteers because, of course these big companies are going to say, well, I can order one pallet and put it on the shelves and slowly make my profit back, or I can order 15 pallets and sell it to profiteers and make my money instantly. So, of course, big business is going to do what big business does. It's going to make the money, but unfortunately that leaves very little ammo to trickle down to the smaller dealers. Well, the way we could stop this, and by the way, the reason I'm saying don't shoot, well, shoot if you've got plenty of ammo and you're not going to miss it. But if you have to buy your ammo as you shoot it, don't buy ammo from these profiteers. Do not buy ammo at 1 penny more than you think it should be worth. Not 1 penny more than it was selling for 6 months ago. Because if we would all just stop shooting for probably just 2 weeks would do it. But if we would stop buying this ammo, stop perpetuating this false crisis. And it is false. Like I said, the manufacturers are saying there's as much ammo going out the door now as there was a year ago. The government isn't buying it up. That's a myth. It's just they're only buying 1/3 of what their allotment is. So it is self-created. It's all going to these speculators. You can get any ammo you want right now as long as you're willing to pay through the roof for it. If you're willing to pay through the teeth to private parties, you can get any ammo you want. There's no shortage. It's just you can't get it at an affordable price. So if we were to stop buying for 1 month, well, the people who bought up all the ammo this week wouldn't be able to move their product. So then they wouldn't have the profit to buy up next week's shipment. And even if they did have the profit to buy up next week's shipment, they probably wouldn't have enough to buy up the third week's, because then they'd just be sitting on all this ammo. And when they don't have that profit coming in and going back out, because they have to sell their product to buy the next round of product. And if they can't do that, well, then that product's going to go to the shelves. If that product goes to the shelves at the big box stores, if they lose their standing orders for pallets of ammo, they're going to be like, well, I'm cutting my ammo order back next week to 1/5 of what it is now, because I'm not reselling it to the resellers. So that ammo is going to trickle back down to the small businesses. And when that happens, there's ammo on the shelves of the big box stores, there's ammo on the shelves of the small mom and pop stores, there's ammo on the shelves. So now not only did you not buy their inflated ammo for 2 weeks, now there's ammo on the shelves too. So they're like, oh crap, now there's ammo on the shelves at regular retail prices. What am I going to do now? I've got to dump all my ammo because I got to get my money back before I lose my shirt. I got a mortgage to pay next month. So you'll see all this ammo flood back into the secondary market at retail price, which will even force the price down because there'll be some people like, oh crap, I got to sell mine for a little under and just cut my losses. So you would actually solve the ammo crisis in just a matter of weeks by just not shooting for a while. So, and I know someone personally who was bragging to me the other day about how they're making thousands of extra dollars a month right now by buying up pallets of ammo from some of the big box stores in their area and reselling it on the internet forums. I mean, they're making thousands of dollars extra a month. So you think they don't have a vested interest in continuing this? So we have to take the incentive away from them. We have to take the ability to make a profit away from them by just not shooting it. So that's why I'm saying don't shoot for a month, and unless you have the ammo to spare. And don't buy ammo from secondary parties right now. Just stick to your guns, so to speak, for 1 month, and this would all be over.